também o Amadeu fala de vez em quando, que se chama os network states, que acabam por ser os estados virtuais em que acaba por não haver um território terrestre como património ou como, não é património, mas como identidade de um povo. Acho que as pessoas se vão cada vez interligar mais através da cloud e de pensamentos coletivos que não obrigam a ter um território fixo, estás a ver?
Sim.
E vão aumentar a procura destes nichos para a criação de coisas mais equilibradas e mais preocupadas com aspectos ambientais e com questões da saúde mental e do cuidado com os crafts e com tudo isto. Eu acho que o caminho pode ser muito por aí e acho que há muita gente, não é, que se está a afastar muito deste sistema financeiro atual, do dinheiro como nós o conhecemos, estes network states, isto tudo.
Nós não somos todos nada disto, nós não estamos a partilhar. Assusta-me gigantescamente o facto que em 100 anos, no período de 100 anos, nós extinguimos mais de 30, já só existe 30% do mundo animal que existia há 100 anos atrás. Nós conseguimos extinguir, levar à extinção 70%
Da fauna, não é?
da espécie humana, das espécies que existiam no planeta, entre insetos e animais, é completamente chocante. Quer dizer, esta lógica, quer dizer, vamos estar sozinhos em...
Mas nem toda a gente com maturidade percebe que...
Mas porquê? Porque não passa... E este é o problema da construção sistémica em que nós vivemos. A forma como as pessoas estão a experienciar os anos das suas vidas, seja que fases forem crianças, adolescentes, adultos nos 20, 30 ou 40, dá-se muito abafado estás a ver uma vida muito mais passiva, não é? De realismo, e acabas por não experienciar. Porque é que tu chegaste onde chegaste? Tiveste de passar por certas coisas, passaste por adversidades que, conforme disseste, bateste no fundo, não é? Seja no que isso possa ter sido. E isso é que leva as pessoas a despertar, quer dizer, cada um bate no fundo nas coisas que precisa para ter as suas aprendizagens. Mas a questão é exatamente esta, não é? Tipo, a maturação de certas circunstâncias que permitem a chegar à consciência do que é que realmente é relevante.
E sabes uma coisa,
eu acho que há uma gap gigantesca na realidade em que nós estamos a viver que permite as pessoas chegarem lá.
Tens que abandonar muito do teu ego e verdades absolutas, ou que as tens como absolutas. Tens que perder um bocado de personalidade para reconstruir a tua personalidade.
Sim.
Essa disponibilidade acho que é fundamental, porque a teimosia de te agarrares a coisas que tu achas que são as coisas certas.
Essa disponibilidade é muito rara nas pessoas hoje em dia.
Tem que se trabalhar.
As pessoas não conseguem sequer distinguir o que é o ego delas.
E mesmo assim, claro que todos nos espalhamos muito, que é impossível tu atingires a tal plenitude, mas podes ficar melhor, percebes? Podes chegar muito mais perto, e isso foi a parte interessante deste caminho destes últimos anos todos.
E nisto chegamos, não é?
Nisto chegamos ao Torrão.
Eu adorava poder viajar no tempo e ter acesso a uma época para perceber quem eram as pessoas que já andavam sentados numa mesa a decidir os nomes dos lugares.
Nesta casa moravam primos meus.
A sério?
Esta casa e a outra e o quarteirão para trás era da minha família, os primos dos meus avós.
Aí é que fixe. Tens ali atrás do Frederico.
Era o Frederico que está com o seu dom. Sammy.
Of Maria's son. I don't know where is Maria, but her son is here.
Okay.
And you know, this guy pushed me to finish the project in Xi'an because he wanted to start an installation there. What do you call that?
A land art project.
A land art project. So we had 6 months to finish the project. And we had 45 people working, finishing the houses, the Camino.
We took a lot of
What
artisans, artists, and it was an amazing moment, experience there. Yeah.
Just saw the book.
You saw the book?
Yeah, which is going to publish about the Xi'an project.
But it's the other way around. Frederick invited me to go, and he was doing all the project. I was just a part, but he's
No,
very
that's
nice
not
telling
true.
me.
Stop that.
If you have any questions about restoring of interiors of historic houses,
Call me.
And-
Call me.
no,
Call
no,
me.
don't call him. This is the gentleman to ask.
I know. Call me.
And normally, when you meet the Queen, you bow. But when this gentleman met the Queen, he was standing higher than the Queen because he was restoring a chandelier in the Buckingham Palace, and the Queen just walked by and say hi.
And you just jump on the back of a queen.
And she said, working in the scaffolding seems very tricky. And I said, yes, it is, Your Majesty. This was my talk with the Queen of England.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
Frederick, would you like to leave?
Yes.
And this well was built by the Muslims, 7th century. And it's an architectural piece. We have to learn a lot from the old people.
Yes.
So listen to me, yeah?
That was the point. It was
So,
great.
what we would like to achieve with this space, which will become a public space, is to have a space for shade, so we're going to plant trees from here to bring shade, to have bench to sit, to relax, and have sculptures. So while we have residents, artist residents, they have to create a piece, and we have it here. If we don't have them here, because they can't fit in an open space, they'll be in the museum of the city. But it has to be a gift from the artist to the community. This is the spirit. I don't know how it will work, but it started to work well. And from here to the top will be a space we will dedicate to creation, but creation done with coaches belonging to the city. So it's an exchange. We don't want to develop tourism here without participation of the people of the city.
Yeah.
So it has to be their job to host the tourists and to train them in tapestry, in pottery, in
Yeah.
laser work
Knitting.
with iron, whatever. Photo. There will be a laboratory. So all this space will be like that. And people doing things from the village could sell their own production. But
So
it
that's
won't.
this space.
Yes, this space. So it's a 14,000.
400.
Yeah, 1,300 or 400 square meters. Okay? And on the top, there was a cafe. I can't show you inside. Jump!
1, 2, 3.
Pay attention.
Thank you. And see you soon. Nice to meet you. Yeah. See you soon. See you soon. Bye. Thank you so much.
You go now? Yeah, I'm going
Oh.
but I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Okay, months.
Okay.
Good,
Sure.
good voyage.
Thank you.
Nice life. And I do the same this summer.
Yes, thank you so much. look forward to seeing you.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Take care.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Good voyage.
Thank you for
Bye.
hosting us.
Didn't they fortify it every now and then?
No.
Huh?
And the earthquake in 1755
Didn't do much to it.
didn't do anything to it.
You have the wall of Xi'an and you have the wall of Torrão.
Yeah.
But the Wall of
The
China,
scale is similar.
but people think about the Wall of China was built in the Qin dynasty. That's not true. It started in the Qin dynasty and it went all the way.
How long
to-
did it take?
It takes forever. I mean, like it's an ongoing thing. It's fortifying, extending. It never really stops. It's a
And it's still.
well, now there's no extension, but there's fortifying. They kept. Yeah, there was people that is constantly monitoring it, repairing it.
And they even changed the direction of it at a certain stage, yes?
Yes, there has been change at different stages. Yeah. Even as recent as the Qing dynasty, they were extending their great wall. And if you look at sort of the old temples of Japan, they are Asian in spirit, but modern in terms of building work. Because it's all wood, so they constantly have to repair it or replace it totally. But they managed to keep it in the original spirit. Or at least that is the intention.
So in the Musala, there were two pieces of a space that were fit for the, how do you call the great priest of the Muslim?
Yeah.
So this is one. You see, it wasn't very tall, so he was climbing on top and talking to the people.
Okay.
And there was another one higher on the other side.
Can I just ask something? We have archaeological
Sorry,
work.
can I have your attention, please? Sorry, just very briefly.
Because of the archaeological work going on, they asked if we don't go too close of certain areas because
I think
marked
we
and
could
protected.
dig. We
Or
could
we
do
go
it
through a
faster.
digging and we do
We
the
do it
archaeological
faster
work
than they
ourselves.
do.
Yeah, and you keep whatever you found.
Yeah. No, pay attention to the wires, not to fall down. That's all.
大家看到有那个就是那个铁丝圈起来的那个地方，那是他们是那个有那个考古的那个点儿，所以大家不要踩进去。而且里面埋了几个地雷，大家碰运气吧，碰运气。
我就命丧于此了吗？
它怎么升级？我感觉出现在每一个角，地雷都出来了。
刚才那大狗兵，这个怎么出来的？
这个是能迷彩。
And I'm doing the dig. I'm paying the guy doing the work. On top of that.
Oh, that is gym membership.
Yeah.
You pay and then you work, right?
Yeah. So you can imagine here having a suite. So this is a window, a big window. A big window. The suite, 4 meters, 4 meters, 0.5 ceiling, and the view on the garden with trees. Big trees. Okay.
A suite for elephant?
A suite for a kind of elephant, yes. And on top of that, you have another suite. So we keep this beam, but we're going to tear out the wall on top of that, and we have another big glass going to the garden. Okay.
So the glass will extend
Yes.
to that.
No.
Oh,
It's-
to stay here, right?
Stay here.
Okay. The Babylonian floating garden.
Yeah. And this is, if you believe in the third dimension, you can step inside the elevator, you press the button, and you land on first floor. So now I'm on first floor. You're on the ground floor. Oh, you're so small.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Yeah, but Elon Musk should come here, you know. This is SpaceX.
Exactly.
And they're not allowed to touch it. That's a national monument.
Right. So can they go all the way to San Francisco?
Yeah.
12th century.
So you see, there were paths. So it's a strange design, but it's what it is. So they had this well, which is full of water all the time, and they had this tank. Look. And this was to clean the laundry.
Yeah.
Ah,
And where are they making the egg tart?
the egg tart is in the kitchen, I'll show you.
Are you hungry, Jess?
No, I'm just they do it, isn't it? They do it at the monastery.
A diferença que faz tu conseguires, ao abrir esta janela, a diferença de luz neste espaço, e vais ter outra janela aqui também. Eles não estão dias no seguro ainda. Aqui vai ser o fim. E ali atrás vai ser uma parte mais moderna, que é aqui. Será uma sala para as pessoas também poderem comer, o pessoal que estará cá a trabalhar. E aqui à frente vais ter a zona, vais ter uma sauna e uma zona de acesso à piscina. Portanto, este bocadinho aqui vai ser uma zona mais moderna, com algumas infraestruturas de apoio à piscina.
Eu acho que cada pessoa.
Qualquer resposta que eu me desse era neste momento só especulação, não sei, me perguntar, e não sei o que é que é. Choques arqueológicos.
Isso é uma asa do pote.
Huge one. Very linear, something very modern.
Bom.
No. Do you hear? It's not very good.
Not perfect. Because I'm not perfect.
Chinese opera.
We need a stage for standards. Anything new?
I can talk a bit about it, maybe to everyone if you want.
Can you?
Yes, that would be
张美玲，张美玲，你要赶紧进来。你让大家赶紧进来。
Everyone speaks English.
Yes. We teach in English actually.
Okay.
It's an international school. Okay.
So I'm going to tell you just a bit about what's going on, or what you can see here as frescoes and as a decorative element, you know, in this church. So you have what we call the high chorus, and this is the altar area. Okay. In the transition from the 500s to the 600s, in Alentejo, especially in this area of Portugal, the constructions or the walls were mainly white, okay, and because they didn't have as much funds and money to do a lot of wood carving and gilding in this area, they were mostly decorating the walls with something that later became very, very special, that are the frescoes, okay? The fresco is a very specific way to do decorative painting. It's done, you know, it's done in panels that can have different sizes, and it's done piece by piece, okay? And then in the end, it looks like it's one drawing saw, one work saw, but it's done in different parts. This decoration you find there, and that we will find in the lower part, or around the ceiling here, it belongs to the grotesque period of the Portuguese Baroque. It's a typical decorative, or you find typical decorative elements from that time. And the quality of the frescoes you have here, and this was studied by specialists already, it's a very good quality work, you know. Here you can find a very nice reference of what was being done in Alentejo in that period. But one thing that was also giving a very special touch to the buildings in this area, it's the light of the white. The sentence is more or less like this, because it was keeping as much white as you could and bringing some decorative elements, and this contrast of light and art was very appreciated and became later something very appreciated in decorative history in Portugal. Yes, I need to define, you know, to see what Frederick would like also, you know, to understand how far we'll go. Mm-hmm. The idea is to clean, preserve, you know, and protect whatever we have here. Mm-hmm. One thing that is very important to understand is that sometimes you look to a fresco or decorative painting, and you can see it, it's there, but under it, okay, the structure is very sick, damaged. And sometimes you need to spend hours, days, months, you know, with certain products that will reconnect the materials that are in the base of the construction of the building, so that it becomes strong again. And after is when you can start to do the preservation of the painting. So sometimes you have to inject different percentages of a lot of certain materials, like PLEM and others, to solidify the base of the building. Because the architectural is very strong. This building is here for 500 years. But certain materials that come to the surface, you know, sometimes are not in good shape. And you have to reconnect and do the chemical work of bringing it together so that you can work the rest.
我在苏州跟大家分享的时候，我问过大家一个问题：当大家有一个历史建筑的项目的时候，大家看到一个已经破败了的柱子，你想怎么样去修复它？你是想让它修旧如？
that brought the religious order that she was, you know, connected to here. And after this became a convent, okay, 580 something. And then it was kept like this for many years. And then Torrão became one of the main points in the country in what concerns religious.
So that was in the 15th century or 14th, 15th century.
15th to 16th century. The transition from 15th to 16th century, and then late in the 16th century, it was when it was changed to the format that you see more or less nowadays. Okay? And then, of course, you had people that got this, and all this concrete and these bricks, all this will come down and will disappear, so that you let the building breathe as much as possible with the original materials.
I see. So it will go fast. In 2 months, we have 4 suites ready.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. As soon as we started it. Yeah, that's And I'll keep this. We'll paint it, but I'll keep the door like that. Okay. And we'll have an electrical plug here for electrical plugs.
Oh, I see.
So if you come back next year with your car, You
That's
can
wonderful. Yeah.
No,
plug your
this is
car.
what she do. She designed PEV something. She designed
That's her job.
chargers for electric cars.
EV car solution.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what she did.
For who? For Tesla?
No, for like all models. Yeah, it's just an EV.
You
Universal.
can't design for all models. You have to be specific.
But it excludes other users other than Tesla, right? You can do the Tesla and other supercharger stations.
But the Tesla charger can be used on any.
Are you sure you want to film this part?
You know, you need to have stories like that to make people laugh and don't take you too seriously.
Yeah, people never take me very seriously.
But, you know, it's a must in life.
Yeah.
Having the humor. And,
But I do it with the
and,
color of my
yeah,
socks.
and the king or the head of a state was somebody who was liking to put fire everywhere. So, and the council we were having with all the ministers that day was how to prevent the head of the state to start fires everywhere, because we didn't have enough people to take care of a fire. So that's it. And the film was so bad that it was never published. Okay, let's go.
好晒的狗，
好晒的狗是什么？
好晒的狗。
想让人摸呢。
哦，那你跳出来，我觉得它应该可以跳出来。
我也想摸。
Eu gosto de algum tempo.
好大的头，小狗，你也是小狗。
好大头小狗。
哎。养着看门的，结果谁都能摸。好可爱。
It's just to frighten the spiders, because when the spiders climb, they look at themselves huge, and they're frightened by themselves.
Why not look in the mirror?
Yeah.
骑单车在这里放风骑过10号。
Hello， 好可爱，有一个项目。Hello。好搞笑，看到猫在不为所动。那走吧，那不。
So we're missing 4 meters of water.
No.
Summer is even worse.
Yeah. It's strange, you know, because this lake was built by Salazar. Salazar ordered the building of a lake to create jobs. So he put the money in front of the project and said, we're going to create, I don't know how many thousand jobs, by farmers producing rice. So it's a rice growing district, and to the sea, to the ocean. And they created an association giving power to use the water to the rice fields. So it's not to people, but to the fields where there is rice. And at that time, they used a lot of manpower to grow the rice. There were more than 10,000 people, jobs. Today, there is 1 man per property. Property is about 1,000 hectares. But the curious thing is that when you buy the water for nothing, because they have a right, and they can use all the water they want, there is no restriction, okay? They sell the rice, and the product of the sale doesn't make a profit. So they can keep on producing rice if they get a subsidy from the European Union. So the European Union is paying the rice growers a lot of money just to keep them on the land. but they're destroying the water.
Using all the water.
So this is part of a discussion in the urban plan you're going to write. Do you follow that?
Think about what I talk about, owning something, looking after something. This is a
I think
little example.
we have to think about everyone, not only about some.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's good that the European Union helps, but there is a limit. There is a limit.
And it's either everything or nothing. We Chinese understand this very well. I hope that if you look at the Chinese medicine, it's about looking the whole body as one thing. It's not like you have a headache, then there's something wrong with your head. No, you have headache, there's something wrong with your body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're coming back to the holistic vision of a space. So we started the trip from down the city, but I think we have another way to start the visit of a city, from the top of the village, here. At the top of the village can be on top of that, or here. And we have to play with, could be a tower to visit the space. It could be a sculpture, because it's ugly otherwise. Maybe we have to paint it in some color, I don't know what. Maybe we can have films flying with the air with colors. I don't know. It's your ideas, you know. You are the sculptures. You are the people who think. And here, it should be a place for people to sit. And instead of looking at garbage, they could look at the space. You know, it's...
And you only need to get a little bit higher. I think 1 floor higher, you get the view of the whole village. It's
why we should have a passerelle here to overview everything.
Theatre built by the ancient Greek in Turkey. That's monumental, but then look at that. We have to respect nature. We have to stay. I mean, a bold idea was make it into a little UV information center.
这不好，这样做也可以模型。你就开始做模型。
谁做模型？
你是准备？
谁做模型？
你准备躺了吗？
就是别的事儿还没看完。
啊，
Vous avez compté? Moi, j'y arrive pas. With a fountain, that will be working. It doesn't work now, but...
Okay, a fountain.
And the idea is to have, along this green path, some benches.
Some shading.
Some shade and benches.
Yes, some shading. Very nice. We've experienced that.
Yeah.
Do you know that in summer this gets very, very hot?
We were here, 45 degrees.
45. You melt?
Yeah, no, it's like 15.
50 was inside the car. He's posh.
This Porsche normally gets to 50, 55.
There we go.
I feel sorry for the cigar inside.
Sorry for the cigar.
What is this pipa? Was it a shop?
You know what is pipa?
Pipa is a dancing hall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You can
Closed for the last 20 years. Because there are no more dancing people here. They are just only 80 years old.
Okay,
and they dance
reopening
like
it.
that, like that, like that, like that.
Okay, make sure to
Finish.
That's it.
As a matter of fact, it belongs to the family that owns this house, the bullfighter, and they're going to restore it for their own parties.
Oh, for their own parties?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're going to use it for themselves.
21st century Alentejo new parties. Get ready. The one with the...
Yeah, you can have a look here first and then we go to the bigger.
was all restored, you know. And you can. I'm going to show you a bit of the painting that we did. This is Nicolas Arvet work. People from the village and others were working on this. I did this work, the convent bit, with my cousin Vera.
Because you find the right
It's not everybody listen everything you said, but yeah.
这颜色稍微好一点。
你又打了一张。
刚那个黄全黄的不好给人家，这个这样是给店家，这个是。
我觉得可以跟 Frederick 开一张，我们现在这么多人。
我只用了2张，很省。
I'm saying.
But they changed the color slightly.
It's better than the first one, but not. It's always grey.
Yeah.
I think it's a picture you took in 1950.
Yeah.
It fits on Torrão.
色调
It's filtered. 贴了，然后。
Se você tem a chave do carro.
Yeah.
Só mais um. Já vou. Deixa-me acabar de ver que não sei onde estás. Está aqui dentro do. Toma. Queres procurar? Torrão is the synonymous with a place where the beauty of dusk, the simplicity of the people, and the delightful rhythm of town life harmoniously converge.
Nice.
There is a very comfortable atmosphere on the field. There is a whole village of nature. It's very comfortable, but the accommodation is not comfortable. Should be a lot of people stay for long. When we arrived at the center of the town, the Christmas tree flashed and people greeted us with smiles. Although they couldn't understand the language we said, we could still feel their kindness and love for life. Green fields, blue sky, white and colorful buildings all gave us a quiet and warm atmosphere.
Nice.
Bom, há mais, mas vamos embora. Aqui é o Alexandre, é um diabo.
Não dá bola a ninguém.
Que língua é esta?
Não tem um problema grande.
Pola. Uau.
Pollock ou polaco? O que é que se diz?
Pollock. Jackson Pollock. Mas será fresco, mas está espetacular.
Mas isso é uma característica das galerias do Frederico, é o cheiro a tinta.
Pinta-se, está a dar a última pincelada no minuto em que está a abrir.
Está tudo a pincelar antes de... Há aqui uns projetos isto são os projetos dos portugueses das belas artes.
Isto tem tudo a ver com o ESBAL, o grupo de cafecados estudantes.
Sim.
Foram
Cada um
desafiados.
fez o seu projeto e fizeram as propostas aqui, as propostas daquilo que cada grupo estudou. Eu gostei muito dos jardins, este anfiteatro, acho que está muito giro. Há o jardim da água daquele lado que também está muito giro. Há Isto é uma coisa muito simples, mas é só pôr ao lado das escadas rampas para as pessoas com deficiências
Para melhorar a
poderem...
acessibilidade.
So the students were guided to create, I think, 4 or 5 unique colors, which they kind of done it associated with their impression of Torrão, and then they were only allowed to paint with those 3 to 4 colors plus black and white. And then we move on to the second piece of work here, which is building on that, because when we were doing this, one of the students were collecting plants, different plants and fruit from Torrão, and taking inspiration from that. And then we thought actually that was a very good idea to expand it. So what we did is that we would place all the foraging objects, which are the different vegetations of Torrão, on this canvas, and to collect. So basically, it's the plants doing the painting. You see here is the shadow in a way of different plants, and then we paint the silhouette around it. So basically, this one, as you can see, that is a bit more freestyle. This got a bit more specific theme. That is the forest, the garden of Torrão. And again, they used the color palette that was inspired by Torrão. They made it. So this, I think, reminded the students of the sky, the color of the sky, and this is like the color of the clouds during the dusk. So when the sun is setting, that is sort of, they saw they look up in the sky, and this is kind of the color they saw. So that's it. Yeah, but I mean, it's not in a very technical way. It's more based on nature, abstraction, architectural, religion. Yeah, but this is the first one. This is sort of the first. Then the first one is also like the first time that the students done it. So we're sort of trying to get them to get used to this creation process.
Este aqui foi por Vila Nova de Baronia, já não sei fazer, não sei o quê. Chegámos lá e havia uma procissão a cavalo, era linda.
A Vila Nova?
A Vila Nova de Baronia. E os cavalos lindos, havia pessoas a pé.
Vila Nova de Baronia ou Viana?
Não, aquilo era em Vila Nova de Baronia. Eles estavam a sair de Vila Nova de Baronia e iam para a igreja de Nossa Senhora do... Daires, acho que sim.
Isso é o caminho que vai da Moita, que vai da Romaria, que vai da Moita a Nossa Senhora Daires.
Não, isso é
uma romaria. Isso é um trajeto que...
É outra coisa qualquer.
É uma romaria, mas era a cavalo.
A cavalo, exatamente. A romaria a cavalo,
era muito
que vai até Viana do Alentejo, até a Nossa Senhora Daires.
Mas acho que era outra. Era uma aqui de Vila Nova de Baronia.
Não, ela estava lá, elas ficam...
A igreja ficava a 15 km. Porque nós dissemos, então, vamos atrás, porque queríamos seguir aquele caminho. E dissemos, vamos atrás da procissão. E ele disse assim, sim, mas tem que ir de 15 km atrás da procissão, porque a igreja é só daqui a 15 km. E estava imensa gente a chegar, nós tínhamos ido à estação deixar alguém, e começamos a ver bonitos cavalos a chegarem, com os feitores das herdades em cima.
As alcáçaras, essa é outra.
Não, essa é outra, sim.
Só tem que ser para a feira.
O que eu sei é que estou a ouvir esta história agora. Outro dia estava numa goito com uma amiga nossa, que é a Carolina, ela estava a dizer, tu tens que vir um dia...
Uma goito ao pé de Sintra.
Uma goito ao pé de Sintra. Tu tens que viver a procissão aqui, que é uma coisa espetacular. Pois já ouvi noutro sítio também, ou seja, isoladamente, acho que nós temos procissões em Portugal, em vários pontos, que são espetaculares de se ver. Maybe because we would like to enlarge our community, and maybe with the students, with the experience you're living here, maybe you can really interesting people to join us and start, because we would like to start receiving some small footage, larger footage, ideas, things, because we have what we call the Docuseries episodes, okay? But on the side we have space for anything that we all believe it's interesting for the thinking, okay? For the community involved in all these DaSTers. So we'll share with you the episode, the things, and if you could spread it, it will be very helpful. Not just to spread, the film, but to invite people to join us and to send things that we can curatorially working or looking at it, that we can put here and there and start to enlarge the online community around Examen.
To start with, I don't know whether you're aware of it, but the students are in the process of making a documentary for this workshop.
Jess was telling me about it.
Yeah. So the footage is mainly used. You can talk to the student in charge and think about how the thing we're going to integrate. But
I'm talking about the cooperative work on this.
At the more general level, this is is to enlarge the community, but also to enhance that the community literally behave like a community. And I think the starting point is like the core team needs to work like a core team, effectively, enthusiastically, and efficiently. Because now we have a project that creates a platform for us to work, to co-create. And it only starts with us because we are sort of the engine, and then we can pass on the mechanism for more people to operate, but also the enthusiasm for more people to operate. Like the students here, like when you talk about this and when Frederick talks about the things, when I shared about what is going on, the information is one thing, the mechanism that the environment work is one thing, but most importantly is the energy, the enthusiasm and passion to drive them to become, so they naturally becomes a member of DaSTers.
Yeah, feel it in their cells, in their skin.
They feel it by how we demonstrate it.
We would like to, what I'm saying is that we would like to welcome you all, okay, that's used, because we work, we develop, there's the base, everything is developed, the site is going, the thinking, I think it's there, and we can converge in a lot of points, so we have something that we can use together, to spread this thinking and this way of being.
Yeah, true.
And so it's on that cooperative thinking that I totally understand that it's a process of time to get on their skin, the feeling about what is
and
part of it.
We are leading with our own example. They see how this team functions, they see the passion, they see the drive, they see the diversity, they see the style of thinking and working, and then they will just, those who are interested will naturally come, and then they contribute their fair share to this, and then we integrate, and then it's like the start the ball rolling.
Yeah.
八月十五，月光明啊！
Может,